I saw this video the other day of this girl that was like, I just need somebody else to tell me that they're also living paycheck to paycheck. And I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because the way that we're living is absurd. And I don't want you guys to feel alone in this ridiculous struggle that lots of us are going through right now. I'm 23 years old. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend. We split rent right down the middle. I make almost double what minimum wage is. He makes over double what minimum wage is. The only reason we still split rent right down the middle is because his car payment is almost triple what mine is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Insurance payments, utilities, phone bills, all of that kinds of stuff. We've got all of it. We have pets to feed. We don't ever go anywhere or do anything fun. We don't ever buy new clothes. I take that back. I bought that dress for $8 in the sales section at Marshall's the other day. The last new clothes I bought before that were these scrubs that you're looking at right now, clothes to wear to work. And the only reason I bought those is because work reimburses me for them. I'm not going to tell you how much money I owe on my credit card, but I have had to pay rent on my credit card before. Basically, the only way that I can feed my cats is if I buy their food on my credit card and pay it off as best as I can later. My half of rent is almost an entire paycheck for me. We literally had to set up the system where we make 2 rent payments, half at the beginning of the month, half in the middle of the month, or else I would not be able to ever pay rent on time. I could get a second job to be able to make more money, but I'd be sacrificing every ounce of free time that I have left, and along with that, every ounce of happiness that I have left. And I simply can't do that. Like, I'm already losing my mind. Which is why I started posting on here, because lots of people have gained opportunity through TikTok, but I don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and make authentic content and chat with you. The only reason I did today is because I happened to get home 10 minutes before my boyfriend. We live in such a small space, I can't ask him to go somewhere else and try to be quiet. Like, this door is broken. We have no choice but to be in the same room. I've been trying really hard to be consistent, but I'm losing stamina because in the last year I've made maybe $50 on TikTok. Like, it's bad. Y'all are about to see me on TikTok live. Thank you for the roses, because but just letting.
Yeah, TikTok doesn't pay as much as YouTube or even Facebook. Anyways, couple things that we can tell are completely out of their ballpark financially. Let me know, what would you remove first from her bill list? Because she said a lot. She said that her half of her rent is like her whole paycheck, right? Meaning she's living on 50% of her pay just to live there, even with a 2-household income. Then she said she can't afford to pay for her pets food unless she uses a credit card, which means she's going into debt. And then she said, to make it even worse, she's using the credit card sometimes to pay rent. I've been there before. Let me tell you, she needs to not pay rent. She needs to move back home. She said boyfriend. She's not married, even if they were married. I've seen married couples move back home. I remember being a teenager, living in my parents' house, seeing across the street a couple, and they had a kid. Now, maybe they weren't married, but they looked like they were married. They had a kid together. You know what I'm saying? Close-knit family. And I'm like, dang, they've been staying there for like 2 years. I'm wondering what's going on. I don't know what was going on, but they definitely moved back in with their parents. Have you ever had to move back in with your parents? Have your kids ever had to move back in? Unless you don't have kids that are that old. Most of my audience is like 30, 40 years old, so maybe not. But anyways, there are a lot of things actually, that she needs to cut off. On the other hand, I hear a ton of excuses, don't you? I mean, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, of course. But for one, I was commending her at first. You know what I'm saying? Giving her a round of applause. She said that a lot of people online are able to upload videos and make good amounts of money to help with bills. So she's uploading on TikTok. But then she said how she can't stay consistent because she has limited time. And then she says, well, it's hard to stay consistent. I just hear excuses. Being consistent on something that helps you make money is only hard to those that are mentally weak. I was going to say hard to those that don't want to do it, but there are days that I don't feel like recording. Before I even made this video, I was planning out the clips that I was going to react to. I thought I was going to get to it a lot faster. Guess what? That was 2 hours ago. but I have to make those sacrifices, which she isn't willing to do, because she said it herself. Oh, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. That's what success comes from. Sacrifices, doing the things that other people don't want to do. Therefore, you get a different result. It happens like that in life. You don't want to go to college and get a valuable degree. You're not going to come out of college and make as much money as someone who has a more valuable degree to society. Not valuable in your eyes, valuable in society's eyes. Doctors, lawyers, computer science, right? I'm just listing a few. If I skipped over yours, don't get grumpy. But let me tell you right now, an English major, it ain't that valuable as being a doctor or a lawyer. It's just not. So I'm over here boyfriend has a truck payment. Now they can either decide to thug it out and work a second job, which she already admitted she doesn't want to do. And now TikTok, she can't stay consistent with it. So it's not going to pay her enough regardless. She's not going viral, right? Even if she goes viral, it's not going to be consistent, because she said herself, she struggles to be consistent. So where are we headed here? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you should just drop the pets, all right? And y'all gonna get offended. It's like, whoa, you shouldn't give away your pets. Listen, going in debt in order to take care of a pet. And I love our pets, okay? We got a Schnauzer and a Yorkie, all right? But I would hate to see them suffer. I love my pet enough to know if he has to suffer, then I'm going to allow him to stay with someone else that I know is going to take good care of him, but also able to afford taking care of him for the meanwhile. And then when I can afford to have him back and take care of him without struggling, then cool. But if I'm struggling myself, ain't no way I'm going to be trying to take care of a pet at the same time. Now, if you got kids, that's completely different. But that's why I don't believe broke people should have kids. I said what I said. You put yourself through so much more stress having a kid, and you can't even take care of yourself. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I want to see what this comment section has to say, actually, because it got quite a few comments. Someone said, I'm 26, living paycheck to paycheck, working a manager job, and I still have to borrow money from my parents every month. That's an expense problem. Actually, we don't even know how much you make, but no matter how much you make, it's about what you do with what you make, okay? You can start investing your money if you have low expenses, but obviously your expenses are too high for you to live on your own. Obviously, you're borrowing from your parents. The creator responded to that and said, I feel you, and I hate asking my mom for money. She pays my phone bill and car insurance and makes me feel terrible. Well, I don't know what her mom taught her, but let me be clear. So many people, one, waste money on phone bills. Why? Because they want the newest phone. Oh, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, built for Apple Intelligence. Nobody knows how to use it, by the way. Okay? Nobody knows how to use Apple Intelligence, by the way. Or if you do know how to use it, it sucks. Let's be real. It sucks. Siri sucks. Apple Intelligence sucks right now. And I'm an Apple fanboy. All right? On the other hand, people like to get the newest phones just because they see a commercial or they know it got released, it has a new feature. When I learned that having a cell phone bill is like having a car note, it's just not going to go away as long as you keep getting the newest thing, or unless you pay it off in cash, I started keeping my older phones. I bought this iPhone 11 Plus, not a Pro, a Plus, from my younger brother for $150. And that $150 was Christmas presents that I got from loved ones. I bought it cash. $150. I'm pretty sure this phone was like at least $700 when it first came out. $150. My phone bill is $20 a month. Unlimited. We got a family plan. That's how you can decrease your expenses on your cell phone. $20? She can't afford $20? I'm pretty sure. Look, when I got one of my phones that I got last that was new was the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is what I'm filming on right now. The cell phone bill was like $150, $180, around that range. Insane. It's because you're paying for the service and the phone that you didn't pay off in cash. I'm not doing that. And no, it doesn't have interest on it, but I'm not doing that. Like, if I can't buy it cash, I'm not going to get it. Why do people think they can afford the thing? Because they can afford the payment. You are promising future money that you don't even know you would have, because you're living paycheck to paycheck and emergencies will happen. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What would you do in this scenario? And subscribe if you like the content. By the way, we got the school community that's live. We're calling it the Cash Flow Creator Club, where I'm going to show you guys how to make money creating YouTube videos that you are passionate about. All right. Go ahead and subscribe. Link is in the description down below to the Cash Flow Creators Club as well. All right. I'm out. Let's get it.